Welcome to a God vlog. I'm going to talk a little bit about today how Jesus' way is really quite simple. It's at bottom line about equality and love. Just before trying to unsuccessfully trick him, some of Jesus' religious opponents said to him in Matthew, "We know that you are sincere and teach the way of God in accordance with truth and show deference to no one, for you do not regard people with partiality." And I love the part that I just read about showing partiality to no one. You see, Jesus regarded all equally. Even his opponents got that. And it's a big part of what upset them. Now, how cool would it be if all the Christians in the world did that too? Not got upset with Jesus, but looked at everyone impartially. That's the point of Jesus' way. All that and believing in love, which is God, and loving. Being a Christian can seem complicated. There's all kinds of information out there. There's all kinds of people telling you to do this or do that, or you're going to hell if you don't do it their way, and etc., etc., etc. There are these notions that Jesus' way is supposed to be about believing a lot of doctrines, and that the Bible is somehow otherworldly, magical, like a written incantation or something. And it's okay to believe that if you want, but you don't have to. There are places where church can seem like that, but not all churches are like that. Jesus' way is actually quite simple. And the Bible is considered sacred, but not necessarily magical in a number of churches by a number of people, including pastors. I'm a pastor. I do not believe that the Bible is somehow magical. I find it deeply, deeply sacred, but I don't find it unnatural or supernatural. I find it about love. I find it simple. I find it about equality and justice. Read through it. Those are the themes in the Bible. Equality, justice, opposing oppression, aiming everyone towards love and peace as its ultimate goal. You see, at its heart, Jesus' way is about all those things. It can be understood to be about equality and love, about making those two things paramount in your life, in our life together as church, so that justice and peace get closer and closer to a reality in the world for everyone, so that heaven breaks in literally on earth now for the living. A big part of my journey is that I left the church as a teen over my own misperception that Christianity as a whole lacked a love center and an impartial regard for people. Church felt to me judgmental and closed-minded when I knew God was love and called me personally to open thinking and equal treatment of all. And I actually stayed out of church for 20 years, labeling myself as an agnostic because I simply could not believe in any God but love. And I had become an atheist to the deity that I misunderstood Christianity to be about, because people are out there touting a God that is not love in Christianity, and you are allowed to believe that if you want, but you're also allowed to reject it, because the heart of Christianity is not about an angry, hateful, punishing God. It's about love. It's about equality. It's about bringing the world to peace, bringing heaven to earth now for the living. On my journey early on, the rejection of the Christianity for 20 years is sadly not unique. Many leave or avoid Christianity disenchanted with the version of God that's perceived to be worshipped in churches. My journey took a remarkably sharp turn when I discovered that there are many, many churches and many, many Christians and many, many pastors that are love-centered and equality-oriented and even celebrate open thinking. Imagine that. You can go to church and ask questions and not be told you're going to hell because you're thinking of them. There are a lot of churches like that. A lot of people believe that way. A lot of pastors who promote those ideas. So if you're staying away from church for the same reasons I did, but you want to find a faith community with reverence for God, compassion for all, and a love center, I strongly urge and I humbly invite and entreat you to check out churches in your area. Look for those that claim to be love-oriented it. And you can tell if they are once you get there, because like Jesus, they will be sincere and teach the way of God in accordance with truth, and show deference to no one, and not regard people with partiality, as the quote that I read at the start of this vlog from Matthew reads. Jesus' way equals equality and love. It's that simple. Good luck on your journey, and go in peace, knowing that you're loved and that you matter much.